setting up the setup. I'm right in your grill. Alright, hopefully the sound is okay, because it doesn't want to stay the way I'm putting it. I gotta find my glasses. Shit. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I think it's Friday. Good morning, Denise. How are you? So it's Friday. Yesterday was a tricky day. We found out one of my favorite bands, musicians, apparently is an asshat, which kind of sucks a whole bunch. Now I'm left with this question, what do you do? What do you do when you find out? We'll use Michael Jackson for an example. What do you do when you find out that Michael Jackson, was an asshat? Can you separate the art from the artist? I don't know, it's hard. It's hard for me. And it's a bummer because the music was so good. And now I'm left thinking like, what do you do? What do you do? This music is in so many of my playlists that I play in class. It was a bummer. It was a bummer of a day yesterday. And then I found out literally last night that apparently the eclipse is on Guru Pranam, and that's going to start bringing out even more of the darkness behind the guru, which is pretty interesting. Stella thinks so as well. So let's see, maybe our sacred rebels have some knowledge, wisdom, and guidance for us, something to help us move forward, stay positive, stay uplifted, and stay connected to the divine, because we are divine beings, and God, do we forget that we are divine beings. Silly humans, always forgetting that we are absolutely divine beings. All right, what do we have from our sacred rebels? What kind of knowledge, wisdom, and guidance do we need rolling into the 4th of July holiday, celebrating a country that has its head so far up its ass it doesn't know what it's doing? Oh, and we have the Sacred Fool. The Sacred Fool came out before, and I interpret this card as you got to cut those strings. You got to break free of the puppet master. You don't have to be a sacred fool. You don't. And this is just my interpretation of this card. I view this card as this is us. This is the silly humans. And we're being controlled, manipulated, pushed around. And for some reason, us silly humans believe all the manipulation. So we're starting off this Friday morning. Good morning, Audrey. With this, don't be a fool. Cut those cords. Cut them. Break free of the puppet master and live your life. Live your life for you. Not for your fucking government, not for your fucking country, because guess what? They don't like you. They like to pretend and make it seem like they like you. And I know, it's the harsh truth that nobody ever says it, but your country fucking hates you. They do. They really do. I'm sorry. I've been on this kick since yesterday. Energy. We'll blame it on the moon and the planets and all of the things. But if you can really sit there and think that your government likes you or is doing anything for you, whew, you may have been manipulated. There's no reason that our government should be doing what our government is doing, and yet us people just sit back and we don't do anything. We protest a little bit, and then it stops. And now we sit as the government still does absolutely nothing for anybody and just continues to make things worse. And we all continue to be the scared fool, the sacred fool. Yeah, stop being a fool. Let's see what the Keepers of Light have for us. Maybe it will change my attitude a little bit this morning. Some knowledge, wisdom, and guidance from the Keepers of the Light. What do we need to know? What do we need to know so we can cut those cords, so we can break free, so we can break free of all of the crap that is going on. All of it. We're really shuffling this deck up good. All right, keepers of the light, give us something good. Give us something good. We have Stella is with me today. That same energy. Cernosis. I never pronounced this one right. Life force. Express your divine passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. So interesting. We're cutting our cords. And then we are expressing our divine passion. Can you connect to your divine passion? Connect to your sexy side. Tap into is it Justin Timberlake? Bringing sexy back. Tap into that life force. Tap into that energy. But I'm getting so far the feeling from these first two cards that we first have to cut those cords. Cut those cords. Stop caring about what other people think. Stop caring about what other people say. Live your own life. Become sovereign. Become a sovereign being. Yeah. How about that for a jumper? Listen to the little voice. What's the little voice inside telling you to do? Summer! Bask in the joy of light. How perfect for the 4th of July weekend, kicking off the 4th of July weekend. Summer. Bask in the joy of life. So we're kind of building. Cut those cords. Tap in to the life force. Bask in the joy of light. And it's like, give yourself permission to let go of the stories, let go of the crap, let go of the bullshit. So you can literally enjoy yourself, have fun, and connect with the life force. Connect with the divine if you can cut these cords. Let go of the cords. Let go of the things that are holding you back. Let go of the old stories that you tell yourself. Let go of the stories that happened 20 years ago that are still holding you back because maybe someone broke up with you or said something about you and it just stuck with you. Let go of that shit. Take some time to sit down and breathe and be like, I'm releasing this. I'm releasing this past hurt, this past pain. I'm cutting these cords. I'm setting myself free so I can connect to my life force, so I can bask in the joy of light. But just like calling in your spirit guides and asking spirit guides for help or ascended masters for help, you have to ask for help. If you want to cut the cords, if you want to let go and release all of those things that the jumpers today are crazy. If you want to let go of all of the things that may be holding you back, you got to cut those cords. You got to let go. You got to embrace your own life force. Let go of the idea of all of the shit and be here now. Like Ram Dass, be here now. Be in this present moment. So many of us live our lives thinking about what happened. What happened when I asked that girl out? What happened when I did that? What happened when all of that shit happened and we forget about being present? Contracts. Interesting. So we're cutting our cords, we're letting go. We're not being a fool anymore. Sacred fool or whatever. Stop being a fool. We're tapping into our life force. And then we can bask in the joy. Then we have contracts coming up. Interesting with the contracts. Let's look really quick what the book has to say about contracts. And there's somebody really doing something outside my house today that Stella is not happy about. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's kind of just sitting here off in the distance with just a little rumble of a growl happening. She's like, get out of here. Contract, partnership, and legal commitments. This card shows a contract in the background, ready to be signed, indicating a commitment connection of some sort. This union may be a business deal, the sale of a home or a new job, or even a commitment in marriage. Whatever the connection, this card is more than a casual agreement. It's usually something that requires a document that's binding, at least for the time being. The scale of justice also indicates that if a legal action is underway, it is likely to turn out in your favor. This card shines a light on potential new opportunities, so remain aware and receptive to what may be coming your way. So there, that last line really connects it with everything else. This card shines a light on potential new opportunities. And when could the new opportunities come? When we cut the shit. Cut the shit. Let go of your past. Let go of the things that aren't serving you to allow the new to come. Allow it. But you gotta move out of the past. You have to. You have to stop holding on to what you think was supposed to happen and then didn't happen. There's a gentleman, his name is Mark Groves, and he has an amazing podcast. What is the name of his podcast? Sorry, I'll just look right here. And my phone will go extra slow now. I think Mark Groves. It's just called the Mark Groves Podcast. I think it used to be called Create the Love. Anyway, one of his podcasts is all about soulmates and how people have this idea that I have this soulmate. Even though my soulmate might be married, she's my soulmate, so I'm going to wait around until she's free. And so many people will stay in that. Like, I can't do this because of that. I can't move forward because of this. And we got to cut all of that. We got to cut it out so you can embrace your life force. Let the goodness come. Express your divine passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased, and it's okay to be sensual and sexual as well. Summer, perfect, right on track for where we are. Bask in the joy of it. Put on some sunblock because it's going to be extra hot. And then contracts, really representing something new. Something new and fresh is coming. And now let's see what our star seeds have for us. I just got this deck. I'm actually giving this deck away. And as soon as I have some time, I'm going to let everyone know how they can enter a contest to win this beautiful Starseed Oracle deck. And our last card from the Starseed Oracle deck, let's see if we can wrap this all up from cutting our cords, letting go of the Puppet Master, connecting to our life force, basking in the joy of our light with Summer, and then the contract, which we are interpreting per the book. That our contract really is creating something new. When we can let go of the past, when we can let go of those old stories, those old dramas that are holding us back, then we can create a new life. Create a new life. That's what we should all be doing, because we don't want the shit to be the same as it has been, because obviously it doesn't work, or it just wouldn't all have crumbled to the ground the last couple of months. All right, so our star seed for Friday, for today, let's see what we have. Cracked open. Cracked open. Rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Oh, damn. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And sometimes when we cut these cords, when we stop being a fool, it feels like we're at rock bottom, because typically we have to hit rock bottom so we can get our head out of our ass and be like, oh shit. So we cut our cords. We're connecting with our life force. We got this beautiful summer energy for the 4th of July weekend. Contracts, something new is coming. Something new is coming. What are you creating? And then cracked open, surrender to the alchemy of life. Let's see what the beautiful book has to say about cracked open. We are all being cracked open. All right, page 52. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Don't let the weight and destiny of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home into your body at the center front of your life. It's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate power, faith, and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to alchemize. Let your pain, sorrow, and loss make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Oh, that's so good. Especially starting with the fool, right? Stop being a fool. So we hit rock bottom. It's totally cool. Because then we become cracked open, and we can start creating all the newness, all of the goodness that you deserve. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds, and in ways that we could only dream were possible. But first, they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So surrender to the process. That's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials, your sorrows, and your pain and your loss transform you into more and more of yourself. Stay open to the possibilities of your tragedies, your loss, your sorrow, and your heart happening for you, not to you. Bless the things that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Fuck yeah. How can you let life crack you open? Well, from the cards, we have to cut those cords. Cut those cords. Cut the cords of, it's my soulmate, but my soulmate's not available, so I'm just going to wait around and not do anything. Cut the cords. Cut the cords. Let go of the past. Let go of all of the shit that hurt you, that literally had you hit rock bottom. Allow yourself to be cracked open. Allow yourself to be cracked open. When you're cracked open, you can connect to your life force. You can enjoy this summertime energy. And with the contract card, we know something new is coming. So allow yourself to be cracked open. This 4th of July weekend, allow yourself to be cracked open. That's it. That's what we've got for Friday, starting this beautiful weekend, and it's going to be hot as hell. So it should be extra interesting. Cut those cords. Let go of the shit that doesn't serve you. Let go of the past. Let go of the stories. Let go of everything that is not serving you to your highest level. See what happens. Let yourself be cracked open. So I have an extra one of these. I'm giving it away. I'm going to have information out later today. I said yesterday, but yesterday just got out of control. I'll have information on how you can enter to win this beautiful deck of oracle cards. You're going to have to join my newsletter. And I said I was going to put the link in this yesterday, but I totally forgot because shit got crazy. So later today, I have to run some errands now. Later today, I'm going to put all the things together. And I'm going to give this away. So we'll probably give this away in about 2 weeks so we have enough time for people to enter. But it's this beautiful oracle deck. Beautiful, 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 beautiful cards. So if you are interested, stay tuned on how you can win. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. And let me read you this. I put it in my Instagram stories. I scooped it from my friend Jessa Reed from the Soberish podcast. And it's this for, everything that's going to be happening. The eclipse on Guru Pranam will be detoxing gurus and the guru paradigm itself. Those who haven't abused their power don't have anything to worry about. There will always be a place for teachers, even as we evolve towards the era of spiritual sovereignty. So we're moving into that space of spiritual sovereignty, and all the shitty gurus are falling. Even all of the shitty people that are in high places are falling. And we're going to keep seeing it. We're going to keep seeing it. So be aware, be mindful, and have a beautiful Friday. I'll see you all tomorrow morning.